do you need medical marijuana? If so, just continue watching. I've been walking through the process. Not only will I walk you through the process, I will walk you through my own process. Because I video recorded my process and I was able to get it on video. So stay tuned.
But, sorry I had a phone call. I don't know who that was. But, yeah, I haven't slept much. So, hopefully I can get some relief today. We'll see. Hopefully we can document it. And they'll let me. Don't know what their policies are, so. But, once I explain it to them, they might feel sympathetic to the situation and go ahead and let me do it. But, alright, take it easy, y'all. Hopefully you're doing okay. Take your medication if you haven't remembered. And just know that I love you all. Peace.
Since they're not allowing me to
Okay,
do
so I'm
medication anymore.
I'm at Doc and J, and I'm about to start my process here. I gotta read through some things. I'll try to flip it over here so you can see what. Alrighty, thank you. We have my medications, and I qualify. Right now, what he's doing is putting me into the what?
The state medical marijuana registry.
Okay. Is there any important information that anybody else that has gone through this would need to understand about what you're... Okay, yeah, that's right. All right, yeah. So we'll get back to that when he has the information and he's finished with the paperwork.
Okay. Medical marijuana ID number. This number will also be coming to you in an email that you're going to get within the next few days from the state, maybe even today. So watch your email. If you're not seeing it, check your junk email. The email will have an application for an ID card to use the dispensaries, and it will have all of the instructions you need to follow to be fully registered with access to the dispensaries. That whole process, if you're prompt about getting on it, will take between 2 to 3 weeks.
Say what now? Repeat that?
The process from the time you get this email in the next couple of days to the time that you will be able to use the dispensaries, at this time is running about 2 weeks, or 2 to 3 weeks.
I was told by TrueLeave, or I read by TrueLeave on their website that as soon as I had that email confirmation that I would be able to come in.
The email my understanding, and I could be wrong, the email confirmation is coming after about 10 or 14 days after. It can suck.
I don't necessarily have access because I'm running. I need relief now.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. It was 3 months, so actions are getting better. But so follow the directions in the email. Very straightforward. When you get into dispensary, tell them the symptoms you're there for, and they'll look at my orders and they'll make some suggestions. I don't do specific dosing, no scientific data. I don't know how many milligrams of CBD and or THC are going to be most helpful for you. Essentially, we make these medicines available for you to do some trial and error. If you're a researcher, so you're probably more well prepared than most. The 2 orders that I will send are for THC and CBD. And it sounds like you know a fair amount about CBD. CBD is an anticonvulsant. I've had patients who have had improved seizure control using THC. So that apparently has qualities, but there's more documentation of CBD.
And that's what I'm kind of needing is because mainly the things that I've been given through a friend who is primarily just THC with very little CBD. I know that the CBD intake needs to be way more for me. However, I also know that like very high THC content as well works along with, I know will work and be beneficial along with the CBD.
Okay. And then for the PTSD, when we look at our research of marijuana the data for CBD is consistently good in study numbers. Data for THC it's not so strong, but there also are a lot of problems with a lot of these studies, so don't compare them. There seems to be, and we don't have many good studies with PTSD. Truckload, trainload of anecdotal evidence of the benefit of THC for PTSD. My anecdotal experience with patients. PTSD folks seem to benefit most from THC, even though they have a lot of anxiety. There seems to be something a little different about PTSD.
I'm prior military as well, so okay. I know that's true. I know a couple that have benefited.
So there's probably going to be a very strong role for CBD and THC both. As you may know, researchers have been unable to find evidence of any significant adverse effects. At higher doses, some people report some fatigue. That's about it. Don't see no pain complaints on anybody. CBD and THC both very good for pain. So we have a medicine. CBD is good for pain. It does not impair your cognition. It's good for anxiety. It's about as safe as anything I've ever recommended in 25 years in medicine. And especially with you having a seizure disorder, I would want to see you really pushing that CBD dose up. Our limits are 200 milligrams of CBD and THC per round. So it's pretty high. We occasionally have patients who request more than that. We usually kind of want to take a look at that, but for seizure control, I actually haven't had many. I've had a lot fewer patients with epilepsy than I thought.
Yeah.
So I don't have so much experience with that. And the patients I have are usually patients who have already been on marijuana or medical marijuana for a long time, and they know exactly what they're doing.
Well, I know for me, especially since the epilepsy has been in my life, I have been like practically just every other 10 minutes or so, just to be sure, because every 10 minutes I'll take a couple of puffs off of the vaporizer or something, but it's, sometimes I go an hour or two though. So, but I do a lot, but I've also noticed that I've always had a high tolerance towards anything, and I think that's genetic because my mom was the same way.
Have you observed that what you're doing with marijuana so far has improved your seizure?
Yeah, definitely. That's why I'm here, because that is. But I know the benefit.
You've been doing supplemental CBD.
Yeah, I don't trust anything on like store-bought market kind of thing at all, because I hear too many stories, and it's just, I'd rather come straight to a medical source and get, low THC. I don't need low THC. I need high THC, but I'm gonna, obviously, I'm gonna be trying to get the RSO, caplets and things like the 1:1 ratio, stuff like that. Along with concentrates. I find that'll probably, because I haven't done the CBD, I'm hoping that, and I know from my research that will be the kicker.
Well, so if this is working well for you, we need to see you back in 7 months. That's our usual. We'll give you heads up in 6 months. If you feel it would be helpful for you to come in sooner, you can always make an appointment. That's what you're paying your
Yeah.
So you have access to that. If you have a particular question,
I think
problem,
actually y'all did it for me for 120 something because I
That's
had
150.
or 150. Yeah, that's right. Because I had a military. I'm a vet.
Okay. If you have a question or a concern, you received a text from Tracy before this. You
Yes.
can text Tracy.
Yeah.
Or you can always call our central number. We'll get back to you.
Okay.
I would love to hear how you're doing once you kind of get to a steady state with things. So if
Yeah, I will get your
if
card.
you wouldn't mind, dropping us a line.
Definitely,
If
definitely.
you're not coming in, I'm thinking about it.
I would. Yeah, I would definitely like to come back and give you an update. And, just for documentation's sake and for personal sake. Because I just kind of if it's working, I'm gonna hug and kiss you. It's just right now. I've just been going through so many emotions, and the reactions that I have gotten from my friends and some of my family have been the coldest that I could ever imagine. I kind of feel like, it's weird because
A lot of people aren't so good in crisis.
it's weird because you see I'll see people asking for prayers for this or that, oh, so and so's got cancer or so and so's got breast cancer, and when people are diagnosed with a terminal illness and there's a threat of death with each seizure or the threat of the cancer just taking your life at any moment, yet people tend to change their ways around that person. And it's like, other than my wife, it's been like the total opposite, and it's so depressing and it's so frustrating, and it's making a lot of this worse. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely. I got your card. I will come back and give you an update.
Okay, well, I'm glad we could help. I'm gonna get a copy of this.
Okay.
And scan it and get back to you.
All right. Thank you.
So, and now it's